Actually, it's not really dirty so much as it is dewy. There's still quite a bit of condensation going on here, and just water forming on everything. Anyways, so if I'm a little bit fuzzy, that's the way it goes. So, as you can see, I am done here. I've packed up, and the bike is all packed up here, ready to go. I believe Dean and I are going to be stopping in town for some breakfast. I got to make sure that I remember to collect my power bank from the Eastgate Motel. I packed up my tent wet, and I thought that it would be probably better if I spread it out beside the parking lot or something, wherever we end up having breakfast. So while we're having breakfast, the tent can dry out. So that is the plan. So yeah, so I'm just going to take a quick buzz over to the washrooms. I'll show you what the washrooms are all about. They're really quite nice. Okay, so I'm here at the shower and bathroom facility here for the AlgonquinPark.com campground. And you can see this is one of the 2 outdoor showers, quite nice. Looks like it's well built. And then this one here, it looks like, I guess, for handicap. Oh, geez, there's my, I left my t-shirt here, good Lord. Good thing I remembered that. Anyways, so this is a much larger one. So I guess you could probably get a wheelchair or some other assisted device in here. It's quite nice. Like the fella who's cleaning the bathroom said, that it's all new. And yeah, I can see that. So this is one of those trailer bathroom things. There are 2 bathrooms in it. They're both quite nice. And let's go check it out. Oh, see, nice, spacious, very, very clean. So yeah, so there you go. That's the facilities here at AlgonquinPark.com Wilderness Campground. Okay, we are here at the Algonquin Lunch Bar, and we are not going to have lunch, we're going to have breakfast here. And yeah, so Dean and I are just going to park up the bikes. I'm going to spread my tent out, let it dry while we have dinner or breakfast. And there you be. So we'll just lean our bikes here, and if somebody wants to sit outside and eat on this cold morning, we'll certainly be in that lunch bar and we'll be able to see them and run out and move our bike. Howdy, howdy. So we just finished breakfast in Whitney at the Algonquin lunch bar or lunch stop or something. It's in the gas station in town. Good breakfast, decent breakfast. Typical fare, made well. And the Ride with GPS app is telling me that that we went the wrong way already. So time to turn back. We only went a couple 100 meters, so not too bad. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought too. It showed pavement for a little bit, but when you get closer up, not so much. Whoops, sorry, yep. Okay, whoops. All right, yeah, all right. Now we're going the right way. Now we're going the right way. Here we go. Anyways, that's that. You don't want to look at my gob throughout this ride because you're here for the ride and not me. So there's the ride. And this is the Hastt Highlander route leading out of Whitney. So it looks like this is probably going to be it for pavement. And we're just on the outskirts of Whitney right now. Whoops. Okay. I'm pretty sure. All right. Yeah, I think we are good. Pardon me? Yeah, no, that's not the right way, but I think we're going the right way. All right. And look at that. Logging company
They're harvesting logs. Go figure. Back there that said dead end. No exit. So, but we've seen that before. And we know that that just refers to vehicles and not cyclists. But never having been down this road before, you never know. And here we go, and the climbing starts. And so it will probably be for the rest of the day. Welcome to a misty morning. Now, it would be nice if it was just mist, but indeed it is not. A logging truck just went by, and because the roads are so dry and so dusty, the air gets dusty too. So, I don't know, if this keeps up, I'm going to have to put my buff on. The gritty taste of dust in your mouth. Never good. Memories of the GDMBR once again. So, I often talk about the GDMBR when I'm on this ride, and to be completely honest with you, whoa, okay. More dust, lovely. Yeah, so, there's many aspects that are very, very similar, if not the same, on this route. And any, backcountry gravel route as is with the GDMBR, because it's basically the same roads. And except for the grades, well, I shouldn't say the grades, but really the length of the climbs. It could be, it looks the same if I took a picture here. Our route has taken us up into this hydro right of way, and we are going back into the park, as you can see on the right there, the Algonquin Provincial Park boundary. So for those of you who are like the idea of wilderness camping and tripping, and Algonquin Park is primo. But what a lot of people don't know is that they still do active logging here in Algonquin. They can only do it in spots, and they can't clear cut. They have to do it in a very ecologically respectful way by just selecting a few trees out of each forest and not destroying the fucking place like they've done in the past. Like out west, you look at, they still do it. So look at the side of the mountain, it just cleared right off. Just go and just fucking destroy the place. I mean, the world needs wood products, and we all use wood products. It's easy to go to Home Depot or whatever it is and buy some strapping, 2x4s, plywood, whatever. All of that's the wood products, and it comes from forests, obviously, and this is how they get it. But yeah, I was hoping that the last review of the loggers' lease here in the park, and they lease certain sections of the park to log. I was hoping that the Ontario government would deny them the lease and give them like 10 years to kind of finish up their business and get out. And to be completely honest with you, I'm not sure if they've actually done that or not. But certainly judging by these roads and the logging trucks that we're seeing and the facilities that we passed out in Whitney, that's still very, very active here in the park. So this is the big game hunt camp regulated area. Wow. Firearms must be carried and concealed. Well, must be concealed. So, go figure. Thank God it's not quite hunting season. And we haven't seen any hunt camps so far, but I'm sure we'll see a few as we go along here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh well. As long as we see them before they see us, hopefully they can see us. Oh well. Hey. So we are, I don't know, probably about 10, 15, 20 kilometers maybe away from south of Whitney on this lonely logging road. We've been actually traveling inside Algonquin Park since the time we left Whitney. So we're on these logging roads, and we're just la-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. And I guess we both didn't look at our GPS tracker to see that we had actually taken the wrong turn. So I had to stop and plug in a couple of things to get them charged, as I said in the last clip, and do a few other things. And Dean was going to go on and, set up some tripod shots along the way. And so, he can get his stuff done. I can get my stuff done, and we'll meet up again. But I think we both, I know we both did not look at our ride with GPS maps for this route. We passed this, but I guess we just didn't even think about it. Saw it, didn't think about it, because there's a gate here. But of course you can see that there is a path that goes around the gate for cyclists, and you can see some old bicycle tracks back there. So I thought on the off chance that Dean might have seen it and then turned around and came back, but I'm not seeing any fresh bicycle tracks here. So the the last logging truck driver that came by, he stopped, and I asked him, he's going down that road the way I went and had to come back. So I told him that if he sees another cyclist down, to tell him to turn around. But I'm hoping that, I'm sure he will have looked on his map as well and realized that he was going down the wrong road, and he's probably on his way back right now. So anyways, that's what I'm doing here. I'm waiting for Dean. I'm going to wait for him. And like I said, I'm assuming that he did not come through here because I can't see any other fresh bicycle tracks. So there's that. So that's what I'm doing here. Otherwise, having a great time. The road is great coming through here, and the temperatures are really perfect, especially when you're in the shade. Going down the hills, it's really nice and cool. And then, you're climbing and you're sweating when you get to the top, but it's not as bad as it was a few days ago when we were coming up from Lindsay and all of that humidity. And I'm just hoping to see Dean really soon. Okay. And I think he's going to like this, because this looks like a really nice track here. And, there he is. There he is. The lost cyclist. Nice. No, it was fun. It was all good. Okay, cool.
And that is a lesson why you actually stay together.
Yeah. And this is a much nicer track than the one we were on. This looks like an old logging road. And to the right there is an even older logging road. Oh. Side of the road here. I don't know if you can see, maybe if I bring the camera down far enough, you can see that or at least I can see, that the height of the water there that you're looking at is higher than the road here. And it's only by virtue of the fact that it's been dammed up here by beavers, obviously, that this road isn't completely flooded out. And this wetland isn't much more drained. So, but this is very cool. This is typical of what beavers do out here. Just part of the natural habitat. Yep, and just the natural ebb and flow of things. You can see that maybe there's some flood mitigation there. You can see some hose there, drainage hose. So I don't know what that was all about. Maybe try and keep it from getting too out of control. But I'm sure in the springtime, when the snowpack melts, and I'm sure the water here is much higher, and I'm sure the road is just washed out. How deep this is. I think that the height of the dam on the left side there is an indication. So we'll just take it easy and try not to get our feet wet. But our feet are going to have to get a little wet because they are right now. But I guess it beats. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. This is a bit much here. But okay, wet feet and wet shoes. Oh, that's all right. We're through. Oh, and we dragged with us. Sorry, Mr. Beaver, took some of your dam. There you go. You'll have to put it back yourself. Ah, there you be. And that's where we came from. So yeah, and now I have soaked shoes. Oops. Yeah. Now I have soaked shoes. But that's okay. I have dry socks and I'll get them dried out some way, somehow. Just depends on where we stay. Right, but it doesn't matter, wet shoes are wet shoes. And this is why I usually bring my sandals, but I decided not to bring my sandals this time because I figured they'd be just a bit too big and cumbersome to have to carry along on the bike. So they're at home and I have wet feet. And let that be a lesson to you, Reinhardt. Oops. Let that be a lesson to you, buddy. Always bring sandals, or at least a second pair of shoes. Okay, so Dean and I are here. We just finished a lovely break down by the water there. Isn't that right, Dean?
Yeah, that's right. Awesome spot.
Awesome spot.
One of the best spots so far.
Yeah. So this spot is identified on the map as a possible swimming option. So, and by the looks of things, yeah, it would be very easy to just dive in and go for a little swim right at the end of that path. I was thinking it might have been a portage, but it doesn't seem to. I can't see any signs for sure, and I can't see any signs of recent activity through here. So, yeah, could be somebody just drives down this logging road here and just stops and puts a boat in. And I guess that's how you do it out here. Anyways, having a great time. See you up the road. for it. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, shit. Whoa. Almost. There he goes. Look at that. He's got it. He's got this. Oh, yeah, he's there. No. Yeah. He got about as far as I got. Well, at least the water's warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
And according to the map here, we're supposed to be getting pretty close to some civilization and some services. So we'll see what that's all about. But we still have a little riding to do before we get there. Store. Yeah. Okay, here we go. And just like that, off the rough trails and on the pavement. These kids, I think they're jumping off the bridge. Have fun.
Thank you.
All right. Good job, buddy.
Nice. Hey, look, we've just crossed into Hastings Highlands. Beautiful by nature. Oh, that breeze is nice and cool. And I'm loving this downhill. Herschel Valley Trail, or Herschel Forest Trail. Anyways, watch for log trucks. Okay, I'll watch for log trucks, so hope they watch for me. There we go. That's an easier gear. Gotta let the big boys pass. Alright, there we go. Okay, I think we're at McGarry or McGarity Flats. And look at this. All day long it's been up and down, up and down, up and down. And now, nice, long, flat road. Not for long though. I'm sure we'll get back into the up and down. But hey, take it. Take them when you can get them. Yeah, so I think what we're gonna take this road to the highway. And then the route continues another few kilometers past the highway. And then starts down and then comes back to the highway towards Bancroft. So we're just going to cut our losses. And there's a campground just before you get into Bancroft. So probably that looks like a good choice for tonight. Go on to Bancroft, get a few things, maybe grab some dinner. Yeah. And then tomorrow we'll probably finish this puppy. Unless the route has other plans for us. But, well... And like I said, for me, the route finishes in Campbellford, but for Dean, it finishes in Lindsay. So he's going to do the ride from Campbellford back to Lindsay, which is a very nice ride and very easy compared to this. And now we have another transition from gravel to pavement. Nice and smooth. And I guess we'll take this paved road. Hopefully it stays paved all the way to the highway. And the highway south to Bancroft we know is paved and also very busy. After spending about an hour in Bancroft, getting a few things. We decided to turn around and go back the way we came into town to a campground called Bancroft Campground. Seems to be the only campground in town. I stopped at the Foodland to pick up a salad. I need to get some sort of fiber, something something that's not starchy and sugary. So I'm toting a salad with me, and I'm gonna have a beer and a salad and maybe a bagel with cream cheese, and that's kind of gonna be it for dinner because we had a pretty big breakfast. Bancroft Campground. Let's go see what they got. Being the only game in town, I don't think we have much of a choice. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Okay, we are here at the Bancroft Campground, and Dean is there too. And so we've got ourselves a campsite. Lo and behold, you can see here it's quite large. There's lots of space for tents, and we even got 2 picnic benches. Sometimes you don't get any. We have 2. So, that's a good deal. So we are going to set up camp and call it a day. We are in just outside of Bancroft. All right. All good. We'll talk to you later. Hey there, can you see the steam coming off of my socks? This does not represent a good thing. But it is something that one must deal with when one has to ride through a couple of rivers that are like knee deep. So anyways, that's the way it is. Just showing you the realities of doing this shit. Yeah, and it's still a lot of fun. We still love it. All right. Just thought I'd share that with you. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.